Spectrum is a science fiction spy procedural in the tone of Cold War spy shows like Mission Impossible and The Man from U.N.C.L.E., but with cases more along the lines of The X-Files in a conspiracy theory science fiction setting. Spectrum is an acronym that stands for Special, Paranormal, Espionage, Crisis Team on Rare Universal Matters. The agency oversees cases in the metaphysical and paranormal realms. The show is based around two agents, Jacob Stein, aka Jake, and Soshi Fisher, aka Fisher. The pair are field agents who handle cases for the agency. Jake used to deal in rare, stolen artifacts and other highly prized items on the black market until he was caught in an undercover sting by Spectrum. He made a deal to work for the agency to keep the order between the realms instead of going to prison. Fisher was recruited by Spectrum while testing to become a federal agent. Her scores were above normal in areas that were of great interest to the agency, telekinesis and clairvoyance. She has a strong background in martial arts and has a slight anger issue. Helping Jake and Fisher in their pursuits is their handler, Dr. Aldous White, aka the Professor. Together, they make one formidable team that Spectrum can be proud of. Case File 1. The Blistered Man. Exterior, car, night. 3 men are in a car driving down a lonely street at night. In the back seat, a man answers his ringing cell phone. He says they have arrived. Exterior, warehouse parking lot, night. As the car pulls into the parking lot, we see Fisher looking through the long lens of a camera, while her partner, Jake, listens to a paranormal news show on a transistor radio. They are on stakeout. Suddenly, a blistered man appears carrying something and collapses in front of their car. It is a carved wooden box. While Fisher is checking the man, he dies. She discovers the dead man is a Spectrum agent. Just then, a mysterious man in black shows up on the scene. Fisher wants to square off and fight, but Jake is already running for the car. The pair flee. Exterior, car, night. As the pair drive away, Fisher is upset about Jake running away. He says they are no match for an MIB. They contact the professor. They inform him what just happened. He warns them of the dangers of the MIB and explains what's in the box. The Blade of Katana. It's an ancient weapon, an interdimensional portal opener. The professor tells the pair that the fallen agent was trying to find an opening that was created recently by the Blade. Their mission now is to find out where the opening is and close it. Jake doesn't want to take this case, saying it is too dangerous. The professor reminds him of the deal that he made to stay out of prison. Jake tells Fisher to drive to Mystique's bar to speak with Astrid, the bar's owner and underworld figure, and a past colleague of Jake's. She will have useful intel on the Blade and the Man in Black. Interior, bar, night. Jake and Fisher arrive at Mystique's. Jake speaks with the owner, Astrid. She is flanked by a very pretty young man, Daniel, her escort. Astrid is a person from Jake's past. She flirts endlessly with him while he asks her about the blade. She informs him where to go. In return, she demands the box holding the blade. He has to agree. Astrid wants to see the blade. Jake explains it's not with him. She says she doesn't believe him and orders a huge man to stop the pair. Fisher makes short work of him with a roundhouse kick to the head. The pair leave. As they do, Astrid calls an unknown person to inform them that the pair of agents are on their way. Exterior, alley, night. Astrid has directed the agents to a darkened alley. They open the box and the blade shimmers with light. The portal is near. Jake tries to use the blade and fails. He passes the blade to Fisher. Just as she takes the blade, the man in black arrives. Fisher attacks and is taken down by the MIB. The blade still glowing in Fisher's hand. Now, Jack and MIB square off. And just as they are about ready to go, credits. Post-credit scene. Interior, warehouse, night. The 3 mysterious men from the beginning of the episode are in a darkened warehouse when 2 more men show up. The voice of the monitor speaks over a PA. He instructs the group of men to open the briefcase on the table. Inside is a mummified hand with a ring on each finger. The voice instructs the men to each take a ring. The monitor is seated in another room, in front of TV screens, watching the men. We can only see his back and not his face. He pounds the table in front of him with his right arm. It is missing a hand. End of show.